In today's world, where technology and social media rule and bring with them pointless and short-lived things, Joy's Stoicism suggests a deeper and more real way of living. Attracting a good woman isn't just about looking good. It's also about showing your core values: courage and knowledge, truth and self-control. Stoic philosophers like Seneca Epicus and Marcus Aurelius taught us how to find deep meaning in all of our relationships. Stoicism not only teaches us how to attract people, but it also lets us enter into real, meaningful relationships that are in line with who we are. Let's take the Stoic road to not only find a good partner, but also to learn more about the world and how things work in the real world. Let's make this a lasting relationship that has real value. First, we'll think about the idea of Stoicism, allowing our hearts to be open to learning and honesty. When we apply these ideas to relationships, we can step into a world where real connection is valued. Stoicism's deep philosophy leads us to knowledge, devotion to virtue, and building a strong inner strength that can withstand life's storms. Simply being Stoic not only makes us more beautiful, but it also tells us to look for and attract partners who value honesty, integrity, and depth when it comes to attracting a good woman. Stoicism has a very positive view. By showing that we are firm in our morals and free from small desires, we not only make ourselves more appealing to others, but we also make ourselves more attractive to ourselves. Build a lasting connection based on mutual respect and shared values, not just on how you look or how you feel at the moment. This will help you win over hearts in a real way, getting past any surface issues and connecting souls whose number one goal is self-improvement. Continuing to look at the first lesson of Stoic philosophy, the path to attracting high-level partners starts with self-improvement. As we strive to become high-caliber individuals, it's not just about making sure our thoughts, words, and actions are in line with our highest values. It's also about creating a resonance that attracts people of the same caliber. This brings us to the deep world of Stoic thought, where we learn about amor fati, or love of fate, and how it helps us understand relationships. Amor fati teaches us to accept the specific outcomes of fate and to appreciate all the events that happen in our lives, including those that happen in love and relationships. By developing inner peace and strong patience, we become more attractive as partners. We learn to face the unknowns of relationships with calmness and courage, which draws in high-level partners with our stability and strength. For example, a high-status woman might be looking for a man who can handle legal issues. Putting Stoic ideas into practice. Second set of partners bringing Stoic ideas to the search for partner. How can we correctly apply Stoic ideas when we are looking for a good partner? How can we change our behavior to match the wisdom of Stoicism when it comes to dating and relationships? Let's look into these questions together as we move toward a Stoic approach aimed at attracting a worthy partner. Adopting Stoicism isn't just about understanding and pondering its teachings. It's also about putting these lessons into practice in our daily lives. This means that the Stoic path to attracting a high-quality partner involves internalizing and changing how to be in control of yourself. Stoic philosophy talks about self-control in interactions. Learning to control your emotions is not only a way to get stronger, but it can also help you stay calm and brave when life gets tough. Self-control isn't just holding yourself back in a boring way. It's also about learning how to handle life's storms with steadfastness and unwavering resolve. In relationships, this means developing patience, clear communication, and the ability to set and respect boundaries from a Stoic point of view. Self-control not only helps you resist temptations and problems, but it also makes our freedom and sense of worth greater. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said that we should be in charge of how we feel about things that happen around us. He thought that this was the key to living a life that wasn't affected by the ups and downs of fate. In relationships, too, self-control is important for keeping things in balance and harmony. When we learn to control ourselves, we become not only more patient when facing problems, but also more flexible in how we solve them. Number 4. Being fair. And 4. Being fair and respectful are important in Stoic relationships as you try to live a Stoic life. Fairness is an undeniable virtue that helps people build and keep healthy, important relationships. From a Stoic point of view, being fair isn't just an action. It's also a deep way of thinking that means treating all beings with kindness, understanding, and respect. This means being fair not only in big situations, but also in small ones, like how we listen, respond, and interact with others when looking for a good partner. Realizing the Stoic virtue of fairness means being kind and caring without expecting anything in return, as well as valuing and honoring others' freedom and autonomy. It also means respecting their rights and not forcing our opinions on them in a bossy way. For example, Epictetus said that we shouldn't just care about ourselves. The Stoic virtue of fairness tells us to be honest, kind, and understanding, and to value and recognize the differences and similarities between people. This builds a strong base for a long-lasting and fulfilling relationship. Number 5. Kindness. And 5. Being kind and nice. Being polite and kind are Stoic virtues in today's fast-paced and always-changing world. Being kind and polite in every contact is not only a sign of virtue, but also a way to build harmony and real connection. Stoicism, a philosophy that focuses on self-control and living in harmony with nature, helps us see and accept the lines between what we can manage and what we can't. When we use this technique in partnerships, it not only makes us more attractive as partners, it also brings us people with similar souls. So how can we use the ideas of Stoicism in our everyday lives and when we're making friends? Start by paying attention to yourself. Being aware of how you act around people and events. Remember that every contact is a chance to be kind, being patient and accepting. It not only makes us calmer and more sure of ourselves, but it also makes room for deeper, more important connections with the people around us. As Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said that the best way to find inner peace and self-control is not to control others, but to accept and fully understand yourself and the world around you. In all of your relationships, see patience and acceptance not as giving up, but as the highest form of self-control and understanding that leads to real and lasting connections. Let's keep going on this journey of discovery with the light of Stoic philosophy shining on us to find meaningful relationships. In the big picture, we want to really think about how to use Stoicism to find a partner who not only shares our vision and noble values, but also walks with us. First, being honest is the 6th. Sincerity is a powerful way to attract a high-level partner. Understanding and following the principles of Stoicism isn't just something you do in theory. It should show up in every action and relationship you have. To start this exploration, we will talk about the undeniable power of sincerity. Stoicism teaches us how important it is to be true to ourselves, stick to the principles we've chosen, and be honest about our feelings and thoughts in order to attract a high-level partner. Being sincere not only makes us stand out, but it also shows that we trust our own judgment and are comfortable with. Followers of Stoic philosophy know that a real relationship isn't just based on physical attraction but also on a harmony of souls and values in both people. This kind of honesty is very appealing to people who value the truth and depth. Understanding the path to a real and lasting relationship. When we look for a partner, we're not looking for someone who is physically perfect, but someone who completes our soul. We want someone who can look in the same direction as us, share our dreams and problems, and help us get there. Sincerity is not only a lifeline, but also a light that shows us the way to understanding and mutual respect. Courage. 7. courage and balance. Skeptics believe in courage and balance. Let's think about the value of courage in the spirit of Stoicism. Stoicism says that courage isn't just facing physical challenges. It also means being brave when facing mental hardships, sticking with things even when they're hard, and standing up for what's right when we look for a partner to share a leadership role. Being brave by talking about our feelings, solving problems in a constructive way, and sticking to our personal boundaries shows that we are strong and mature inside. These are definitely traits that possible partners will be interested in. Partners, let's look at the principle of balance from a Stoic point of view next. Finding balance in all parts of life, including relationships, is what moderation is all about. By being moderate, we can avoid emotional and behavioral extremes that can make relationships unstable. The balance that moderation brings makes for a healthy setting that attracts people who value balance and stability. Stoicism also values wisdom, which means making choices based on deep understanding and insight instead of feelings or outside forces. Being wise in our choices and actions not only shows that we can think deeply and carefully, but it also confirms that we can make adult decisions, which is something a valued leadership partner would value. Number 8, ongoing. 8. Self-evolution that never stops. As a result of Stoic philosophy, our ongoing self-evolution not only makes us more appealing to partners who value personal growth, but it also helps us build deep and meaningful relationships. By pursuing honesty, courage, moderation, wisdom, and reflection, we not only attract noble companions, but also grow within those relationships. As we continue on this path, every practical step we take to apply Stoic principles in our search for companionship makes us more attractive to noble companions. As we go deeper into this journey, we start to see the positive changes that Stoicism brings about, both in ourselves and in our relationships with others. As Stoics, we invite ourselves to go deeper into this journey, exploring and subtly applying the principles of this philosophy to our daily lives. In this way, we not only improve our relationships, but we also stay on our path to self-improvement and fulfillment. Taking a look into the depths of Stoic thought is number 9. Looking into Stoicism is like peeling a cabbage. Each layer not only broadens our view, but also adds to our depth and knowledge. In our search for harmony with intellectual partners, we have found the virtues of restraint and courage, as well as the philosophy of love. Love of fate. Next, we'll talk about another important Stoic principle, the practice of improving yourself. This practice teaches us to be happy with every moment of our lives. It means taking charge of our feelings and thoughts in any situation instead of letting them shape us. When it comes to relationships, this principle tells us to accept our partner for who they are, flaws and all. This builds a strong base for a long-lasting, deep connection. This acceptance is the important secret that discerning partners is looking for next. People think of wisdom as the most valuable gem in the Stoic treasure trove. In relationships, wisdom means understanding and empathizing with the other person, making choices that are good for both of you, and learning from each experience so that you can both grow and get better. A mature and deep soul is highly valued by sophisticated partners. We also learn the value of detachment, realizing that everything outside of us is temporary and that true happiness lies within us. By applying this philosophy to our relationships, we learn to love deeply without letting our emotions get in the way. Making people emotionally stable. This stability not only makes us more attractive, but it's also necessary for a healthy, happy relationship. As we go down the path of Stoicism, we learn that it's not only a never-ending learning process, but also a journey towards self-improvement. To do this, we have to live in harmony with nature, be true to ourselves, and understand how others feel. As we continue down this path, we become more attractive to high-value life partners, reflecting maturity, depth, and sincerity in every action we take. Stoicism emphasis is not only restraint and courage, but also encourages us to develop a broad heart, deep wisdom, and a steadfast soul. This gives us the ability to face and overcome any challenge with calm and confidence, while maintaining an ever-expanding heart filled with love and gratitude. This not only creates a meaningful personal life, but also contributes to a more peaceful world, where each individual shines with their noblest qualities. In the dance of life and love, Stoicism serves as a guiding light directing our every step. Attracting a compatible partner is not about altering our outward appearance, but through inner transformation, embracing and nurturing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Thus we seek not only harmony in our relationships with others, but also harmony with ourselves and the universe, opening up a life full of meaning and depth, where happiness is not the destination, but the journey on our journey of self-discovery. We've been on the Stoic path, a way to improve ourselves where we learn and nurture important virtues. We've learned how to be honest and moderate, while embracing amor fati and developing the discipline to better ourselves. The Stoic approach has taught us how to find good companions on this path. Remember that the spirit of Stoicism doesn't just help us find a partner, it also helps us live a meaningful life. Through deep reflection and the work to become a good and honest person, we will naturally grow and meet people who share our values. These people will become our noble companions and help us grow as we finish this trip. Remember that the Stoic road is not a place you get to. It is a way of life that you explore and improve yourself. Commit to using these lessons in your daily life and see how they change not only your relationships but also your character. We appreciate your company on this journey through Stoicism and the art of attracting noble companions. If you liked what we talked about today, please show you. Remember that the Stoic road is not a place you get to. It is a way of life that you explore and improve yourself. Commit to using these lessons in your daily life and see how they change not only your relationships, but also your character. We appreciate your company on this journey through Stoicism and the art of attracting noble companions. If you liked what we talked about today, please show your appreciation by clicking the